This is my review of the LiFePO4 PRO. It is a lithium ion LiFePO4. I guess it's technically a LiFePO4, not a lithium ion in that sense. Anyway, it has 76.8 watt hours and supposedly like 360 cranking amps, I believe. It is currently hooked up to a John Deere 22 horsepower motor, and that's a V-twin. I want to say some kind of neat things about this one. One thing, came fully charged. It's actually saying slightly more voltage than I would expect, honestly, but you know, we'll see how that goes. Hopefully, you know, I think it's supposed to only be like 12.8, but I mean, it came like that. So anyway, came with these little screw nuts. I kind of wish that they had washers on them. I kind of feel like the vibrations might eventually start making them kind of loosen up a little. So that could be something that could be slightly improved. One of the neat things is the piece of foam that the battery ships in the actual like box. If they actually made the box slightly smaller, the whole box could fit in the slot of a U1 battery slot. So that's actually kind of neat. Like, it's kind of like a built-in insulator, but also it provides, you know, a taller slot. I will say I had to have this wood in here. It's just a single 2x4 going across and a little one just to make sure the 2x4 doesn't float at all. But by doing that, you can basically just drop in this battery and it kind of insulates it from all the vibrations of the mower and the motor, since the motor is literally right in front of it. Anyway, wanted to do a test on camera for it. This one actually is going to eventually go into a different machine that's getting fixed right now, but I kind of wanted to see what would happen. So currently got it already set up. It might get loud. You might want to turn down your volume if you have your volume up at all, because I don't want to deafen people. But let's give it a shot. Oops, forgot to put the choke on. That was stupid of me. You'll notice it is not vibrating like violently or anything. Like, this little thing is kind of clever. I don't know if they did that on purpose. I kind of honestly doubt it, but I mean, if you have a U1 slot in a lawnmower, then this little guy will actually make it where you can just kind of slot it in there. I kind of wonder if it's going to take all the heat from, like, you know, the motor being there or anything like that. But I mean, so far, fantastic. I mean, I actually was genuinely surprised. Anyway, so far it has been performing well. I actually am going to give it a nice mow in a little bit and see if it can tolerate the temperatures of the engine compartment. But looking at the specs, it's supposed to be able to tolerate up to 60 Celsius, which is pretty high. I don't foresee it ever getting that hot unless something's just really wrong. But I mean, the heat of the engine may cause an issue, but I doubt it. They seem like they're made pretty durably. All in all, though, like, the install and everything was really easy, and it clearly starts this thing very well, and it actually sounds better than when it had a lead acid on it. So I really like that, though. Like, I know it sounds stupid, but like, think about it. You don't have to buy an extra insert. You just extra little piece of wood, and then you just put it in there, voila. And yeah, no vibrations really. I mean, that barely was shaking at all, compared to, like, if you have a lead acid in there, it's just sitting on that metal down there, that thing's just shaking its teeth out. So I assume eventually that would actually potentially hurt the battery unless you have an AGM version of it. But let's try one more time just before I cut it off. One thing I will say is I'm surprised that it's not budging at all. Like, it doesn't take like a lot of power, I guess, to turn this little guy. The cranking amps is rated at like 250 for the motor, I believe. So, I mean, that's 100 cranking amps above what it's required, but still, you think it would drop the power a little bit. But yeah, I mean, fantastic. Anyway, thank you for watching.